Hello! Yesterday I was asked to give some tips on how to do a nebula. Well, first of all I'm using watercolors, and for this video I used white nights. So I started by making a border with water and then filling it in. This is an optional step, of course, neither I do it every time. First I used carmine red to make a really pale pink with it, and I kind of decided where I want my nebula to be. You can use other colors as well, like yellow or orange. Make sure both sides of your pink are moist. Then, continue by using your color without water on the moist area. It will be a lot bolder. Of course, if you use yellow, as I did with the pink here, you'll start making a transition towards blue. For pink it was red and then violet, and for yellow it will be light and then dark green. After the violet, I started with a light blue, more specifically cobalt blue. I started by applying the color and then I chose where I wanted to be a lot more blended with the colors I applied before. Of course, after you have the quote-unquote technique, you start doing it how you think it is right and how your nebula should look like. After I was done with both sides, I repeated the process by applying a darker shade of blue. Of course, I left a small place where the cobalt blue was still visible, blending in as I went. Of course, no nebula is perfect, so I decided I should put a lot more violet and blues inside the core of the nebula, the pink. Last but not least, I applied the darkest blue greenish I have, indigo. I love this color because it's dark, but it still blends so well with the rest of the colors. So I made the edges with it. It makes it look like real space. It gives it dimension. Also, I went back with Madden Lake red light to make a bold red border. And I wasn't really satisfied with the violet I had from that side, so I went back with it and filled in some spaces that I thought needed more color. After we are happy with the colors we have, we let it dry. After it dried, I used white acrylic paint and an old toothbrush to make the stars. Make sure you cover your desk and the general surface you want to keep clean, because acrylic paint doesn't really come off. When you are done, go ahead and write your signature. I use silver Winsor & Newton ink because lately I'm obsessed with it. And voila! You have your nebula.